Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and we're gonna continue today with things to do in the summer. So in the previous video, I told you that one of the things you can do with your kids is make a bucket list. Well, I made one of my own and I want to share it with you for things I want to do before the summer gets done with my kids. So for when we do sit down and come up with a list of things they want to do, I don't forget to put mine in there. So here goes 6 things that I want to do with my kids before the summer's over. Number 1, read. I love reading. So I can't remember right now the name of the series, but there were these books. And if you know them and you've read them, write them down for me. Put it in the comments because I would love to get them again. But they refer to books as word windows. And is basically saying that the library is full of word windows that will take you to different places of the world. And that's always been in my mind. So sometimes, especially now, where we may not be able to go everywhere we want to go and do all the things that we would normally want to do with our kiddos, we can always go to the library and check out a bunch of books about adventures in different places in the world and different people, and just read to them. Read with them. Last year we took for the summer, we gave ourselves a challenge to read 100 books, and we sure did it. I mean, it's easy at this time because they were little, so they're not really big chapter books, but this year we've challenged ourselves to come up with longer chapter books and stories that we can't just do in one sitting, but we have to read 1 or 2 chapters a day to help them start remembering what happened to the characters the day before and building on the story. And they love it. So I want to do a lot of reading, mainly because that's the only time that my very active boys are willing to sit and cuddle a little. So I love that, getting a ice cold drink and sitting on the couch and just reading to them. I love that, and I want to do it as much as I can now that we have the time and we don't have to be in the hustle and bustle of school, because they're growing so quickly. I want to get as much snuggles as I can. Number 2, I want to go on a picnic with them. But this one is not going to be a picnic where mommy does everything and I come up with everything. It's going to be up to them. If they want us to do the picnic in the park, in the backyard, on the tree house, doesn't matter. They choose. They're going to choose the menu. They're going to choose our dress code. Do they want to dress up? Do they want to dress down? Do they want us to wear costumes? Whatever their little imagination concocts, I want to make it happen and eat outside and enjoy the good weather. Number 3, I want to learn a new sport. And not necessarily, I was never very into sports when I was growing up, so I'm loving learning how to hold a bat, learning how to throw and catch and play tennis and all these things. So there's so many things that my kids, where before they weren't really interested in sports, now they're beginning to like it. So I love being out and learning different games, learning the rules of soccer, learning the rules of baseball and all these things with them, learning basketball, and just enjoying learning those skills from scratch. So once again, they're gonna choose something that they've always wanted to do and leave it to my kids. My oldest already said that he wants to learn fencing. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but this summer we are all as a family gonna learn a new sport. Number 4, I want to teach them a new skill around the house. A lot of times we see chores and they see chores. Well, actually, kids see things however you show it to them. And I was one that was brought up as chores being bad things and boring things. I'm trying to change that for my kiddos and teach them as something they get to do. And it brings so much pride to their faces and so much pride within themselves, and their self-esteem goes up when they learn something new, something valuable that they know there's value in. Whether that's learning, well, my son, my oldest, wanted to learn how to do laundry, and he's just full of pride. I mean, it doesn't matter, he never comes faster than when I say it's time for you to load the laundry, it's time for you to switch the machines. he just feels great because he understands that that's something that I do and I put a lot of work into it. And when he does it, he takes it off my plate and he feels like I'm part of this team that we call family. So I'm thinking of things, and I'm starting to experiment with things to teach each one of them, things that genuinely they will be able to do and they are off my plate, and that will give them that sense of satisfaction that chores can bring to your kids. The next one, number 5, is a bonfire. I really want to make s'mores in a fire camp, whether it's going camping or going to a place where we can, a beach or in our backyard. I don't know the details, but that is something I want them to have a memory of, making s'mores, building a fire, and doing all that good stuff. So that's one of my bucket list items. And the last one is number 6, going stargazing. This year, for our science curriculum, we did space, and that's one of those things. They had so many questions, but although we saw pictures from outer space, we saw videos, we checked our weight in all of the planets and in the moon, and we did all these things, we haven't done something as mesmerizing and amazing as just going outside during a very dark night, no very low light pollution, and just looking out into the sky and enjoying the stars. Not on a video, not on a picture, just seeing the majesty of the creation. I mean, that's amazing, and I can't wait to do that with them this summer. Those are my 6 items that I'll be adding to the list. Let me know if you have any ideas of things you think that we would enjoy, and if you try any of these ideas or any of this really inspire you to try something new this summer, share it with me. I want to know. And if you think that somebody that's in your life is looking for things to do with their kiddos and would enjoy this, please share with them. Like this video if you heard anything that really sparked your desire to try something new. And I'll see you on the next time.